Good morning, everybody. This is Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people. Today is January 25th, 2020. And I want to share three things with you about the importance of today and this weekend leading up to the visits of the two Israeli leaders that are coming to the White House on Tuesday. This weekend is a huge time that we are watching. The first thing that we are watching is that from Israel's first election in 1949, on January 25th, 2020 marks the 71st birthday of Israel's first election. And this is a very important marker within the history of Israel, because this marks their first government, it marks their first prime minister, it marks establishment of a governmental system that, beyond its independence, when they didn't have a government or a leader or a prime minister, now this is all becoming established from the time of their first election, January 25th, 1949. So this is the first thing that we're watching, that January 25th, 2020 is the 71st birthday of Israel from their first election, meaning it is the end of the 70th year from this critical marker. Now, above and beyond this, it's exactly at this time, okay, as we are watching January 24th and 25th, and now we are already here on January 25th, it was announced, first of all, they thought that the peace plan would be delivered while the kings were in Israel. Jared Kushner was going to be going to Jerusalem for the meeting with all the kings on January 23rd. But what ended up happening is that he went back to Washington. But this did not change the announcement of Donald Trump that the peace plan is going to be revealed before the visit of the two Israeli leaders. Netanyahu and Gantz are heading to Washington on Tuesday, the 29th of January. And this, the information is that Trump is to release the Great Israel Peace Plan ahead of the Netanyahu visit. And so we have a time frame of the peace plan being delivered before Tuesday. Okay, so we are right here. We are still within the 70-year marker. We're right here. We don't know when Donald Trump will deliver the peace plan, but it's said to be so imminent that it will be before Tuesday. This is going to be delivered before the leaders come on Tuesday. Okay, here's what this article by RT News says. U.S. President Donald Trump will finally unveil his great peace plan for the Middle East before Israeli leaders visit Washington next week, okay, before Tuesday. So we are still looking at this weekend for this revelation. While the Palestinians may not like it, it will be good for them, Trump said. Trump has long teased the existence of a plan that would resolve the long-running dispute between Israel and the Palestinians, reportedly developed by his son-in-law Jared Kushner. Its release, however, has been repeatedly delayed. On the way to an event in Florida on Thursday, Trump told reporters on board Air Force One that he intends to make the plan public ahead of next week's visit to Washington by Israel's caretaker Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his chief rival Benny Gantz. It's a great plan, said Trump. It's a plan that really would work. The U.S. president noted that Palestinians might react negatively to it at first, but added that the proposal would be to their benefit. Okay, well, anyway, we have a promise, and we don't know what that means because, the peace plan, the peace plan, the peace plan. Well, anyway, this promise is that this peace plan is going to be revealed before Tuesday. So, this is a key marker. Together with the 70 years from their first election, bringing us exactly to this weekend and all of these things happening right now, this remains extremely high watch since yesterday, today, and as it says in 1 Thessalonians 5:3, when they say peace and safety, sudden destruction shall come upon them. Is this the great plan that is going to be marking the timing of the rapture? When the sudden destruction comes and God delivers his bride from the wrath. So we're watching the peace deal and we're watching the 70 years and how it all comes together. Another thing that is within right now, between today and tomorrow, that goes together with this is the fact that it is the new moon in the beginning of the new month on the Hebrew calendar. As it says, at the beginning of your renewed moons, you shall blow the trumpets, Numbers 10:10. And so we have the end of the 10th month, the beginning of the 11th month, with the new moon that is expected in Israel on the 26th of January. So we're still within, today is the 70 years, tomorrow is the new moon. We've got the plan, the peace plan set to be revealed imminently. And as it says in Psalm 81:3, you blow the trumpet at the new moon. And so we have a conjunction here. All of this goes together with what we had talked about, the 10th month and the wedding of Esther. So will the peace plan be revealed today or tomorrow? Will it be revealed before Tuesday when the Israeli leaders come to Washington? Is this the timing of the rapture as we're watching the 70 years, the peace deal, the new moon, the trumpet being blown at the new moon? All of these things remain in play today and tomorrow and over the next 2 to 3 days. So I would encourage everyone to stay vigilant, to stay ready, to stay encouraged, to stay hopeful. And I am not moving on to the next watch time because I believe we are still within critical moments that we need to continue watching this weekend. Okay? So that's my point of view, and that's what I'm sharing with you. And I know there's a lot of people that are already wanting to move on to Purim. But with everything else that we're watching right now and the peace deal imminently being revealed this weekend, I don't think that's necessarily the route we should go yet. I think we need to stay in the moment, okay? And we know that rapture is going to happen in the blink of an eye. It's going to happen on a day and hour you do not expect. It's going to happen when you least expect it. It's going to happen like a thief in the night, right? But we have all these signs that still are leading to this weekend. And so this is where I am, and this is what I wanted to share with you. And we're obviously not going to make the rapture happen by by forcing things. We're not forcing signs into we're sharing the signs that are right now, because there is a great possibility that we are still within moments of the rapture of the church. We still have to wait and see what is going to happen. I, for one, want to stay ready, and I encourage all of you to do the same. I pray you are blessed. This is Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people, the sign of his coming revealed.